Hello, my name is Angela, and today I want to talk to you about stress and how it affects our health, and give you some ideas on how to reduce the stress in your lives and the lives of our clients and patients. You don't have to see a doctor to see the effects of stress in your life. Stress makes you feel anxious, out of control with some of the simplest tasks. Things that you've done for years can become difficult when stress is added to the mix. I read an article from Healthy Living that was entitled "The Results of Stress on Our Physical Wellness." It stated the mind and body affect and feed on one another, and stress strongly affects your overall physical wellness. In a fast-paced, high-stress world, it's vital to develop coping skills so that you can avoid the serious health impacts of chronic stress. One of the leading causes of death in our country is heart disease, so I wanted to touch a little bit on how stress affects heart disease. The first thing that happens is our body responds to sudden dangers by activating the sympathetic nervous system to produce the fight or flight response. This process elevates blood pressure and heart rate. Under normal circumstances, the parasympathetic nervous system returns the body to its normal resting state when the danger is gone. But when you're chronically stressed, your heart rate and blood pressure remain elevated. Eventually, without some type of stress-reducing intervention, this can damage the heart and increase your risk for heart attack, stroke, blood clots, and other cardiovascular problems. Reducing stress is an important factor in our wellness. One area of healthcare that increases a person's stress is receiving a diagnosis of cancer. Just the words spoken can cause the fight or flight to get triggered. It's vital for the recovery and to maintain wellness throughout treatment options in this disease to reduce the amount of stress the body needs to overcome. Our training and our teaching to these clients can be vital to not only their health, but just their day-to-day living. I read an article from cancer.net. It has a lot of helpful additives for cancer patients, and the article was on managing stress, and it had some tips for reducing stress, which I found to be incredibly helpful, and I wanted to share. The first one was avoid scheduling conflicts. Get a planner, get a notebook by the phone, write these things down. Write down your appointments, write down your activities, because when you're not feeling well and when stress gets in the mix, you do forget things. But once it's written down, you no longer have to think about it, worry about it, or leave it even on the front burner. You can just let it go. It's written down. Number 2 was be aware of your limits. If you don't have the time, the energy, or the interest, it's okay to say no and say, I'm not going to do this. Number 3 was ask for help. How many times we think, well, I can do this, I've always done it myself. But this is the time when family and friends want you to ask for help. They want to help you. They want to help you through this. And this is one of the key areas to reduce your stress, is to be able to ask for some help. Number 4 was prioritize your tasks. Make a list of the things that you normally do, your household chores, and then go through that list and say, okay, well, does that need to be done? Can I ask someone else to do it? Can I do it tomorrow? Make those priority lists so that you're not stressed. I didn't do this, I didn't do this, I didn't do this. Number 5 was break down tasks into smaller steps. Sometimes larger tasks can be accomplished in smaller steps. It may be a little overwhelming at first, but as you start marking off those smaller steps, you feel that sense of accomplishment and you think, well, maybe I can do this. Number 6 was concentrate your efforts on the things you can control. There are a lot of things that we can and cannot control in our lives, and this is the time that we need to really focus when our clients and our patients have a chronic disease, chronic illness. We need to emphasize that this is the time that they need to concentrate on this. Lastly, Philippians 4:6 states, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for what He has done. Thank you and have a blessed day.